Shalom, Wakazak Mashpaka. Welcome to another episode of Daily Tonic in the World right here on GC Creative TV. And I remain your humble host, Daniel Fesline Yashurala. Today we're continuing from your wisdom, the book of Devariym, chapter 22. We're taking it straight down to chapter 26. And it says, "You shall not see your brother's ox or his sheep go astray, and hide yourself from them. You shall in any case bring them again unto your brother. And if your brother be not high unto you, be not near unto you, or if you know him not, then you shall bring it unto your own house, and it shall be with you until your brother seek after it, and you shall restore it to him again. In like manner shall you do with his house, and so shall you do with his raiment, and with all things, and with all lost thing of your brothers, which he has lost, and you have found, shall you do likewise. You may not hide yourself. You shall not see your brother's ass or his ox fall down by the way, and hide yourself from them. You shall surely help him to lift them up again. Or the woman shall not wear that which pertains unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination unto Yahuwah Elohika." Now, if you see here in that verse 5, yet will say, God read the verse that preceded it. God read the verse that came after it. It's not talking about women that wear them. No. Because it that came from that verse 1 to verse 3 to verse 3 to verse 4. We're talking about if your brother's ox, your brother's livestock go astray. So that verse actually is another instruction, is another statute on its own. It said, the woman shall not wear that which pertains to a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination unto Yahuwah. That is why most time I advise sisters, there are some things that we need to just do away with. Let me use that word. If we also should look at what civilization has caused. Civilization actually has caused a lot of damage to our people. That's why today you see women putting on pants like men and other things. Truth be told, based on the nature of the jobs we have out there today, that's why it requires women to be on pants. When I mean pants, I mean trousers. And at the same time as well, looking at the level of biased and corrupt civilization that we have out there, we can see how the demon of lust is everywhere. So one of the things that even make a woman safer is when they are putting on those hard jeans trousers. Because it's not possible for any kind of wicked idiot or wicked person want to pick up a woman by the roadside or try to rape a woman when she's on a very hard jean. Comparing to when the woman is actually on a gown. I'm not trying to say that, let me try to justify women who are putting on pants. No, I'm not justifying them. But the fact remains that we need to do better. We need to do better. While we're in captivity, so people's job requires them that they must put on trousers. We are still in captivity. We are not yet in our own land. We are still serving the enemies right now. Though we are working, we are still serving the enemies. We just have to just play wise with it. So for those women who are out there trying to put on the attire of a man and other things, I will advise you to stop it. I repeat, I will advise that you stop it. Let's go on verse 6. If a bird's nest chance to be before you in the way, in any tree or on the ground, whether they be young ones or egg, and the dam sitting upon the young or upon the eggs. You shall not take the dam with the young, but you shall in any wise let the dam go, and take the young to you, that it may be well with you, and that you may prolong your days. When you build a new house, then you shall make a battlement for your roof, that you bring not blood upon your house. If any man fall from thence, you shall not sow your vineyard with diverse seed, lest the fruit of the seed which you have sown and the fruit of the vineyard be defiled. You shall not plow with an ox or an ass and an ass together. See that? An ox to an ass. They are not equally yoked, they are not the same size, they are not the same strength. But you shall not plow with them together. You shall not wear a garment of diverse sorts, as of wool and lining together. You see that? As I do advise people, when it comes to our clothing as well, be 100% with what you're wearing. Don't be that kind of person that will put on you put on slick, or you put on wool on lining, or lining on wool. No. If you want to go with a cotton, with a woolen clothes, we have the full clothes. Not that you wear woolen shirt, you now wear lining trousers. It makes no sense. If you want to go on lining, go on lining. If you want to go on cotton, 100%. The Most High doesn't want confusion. You shall make you shall make fringes upon the borders, upon the four quarters, of your vesture, wherewith you cover yourself. This actually is talking about the cloth, like your blankets to bed. So you shall make fringes upon the four quarters of your vesture, wherewith you cover yourself. If any man take a woman and go in unto her and hate her, and give occasion of speech against her, and bring up an evil name upon her, and say, I took this woman, and when I came into her, I found her not a maid. Then shall the teacher of the damsel and the mother take and bring forth the token of the damsel's virginity unto the elders of the city in the gate. And the damsel's father shall say unto the elders, I gave my daughter unto this man to be his woman, and he hates her. And lo, he has given occasions of speech against her, saying, I found not your daughter a maid. And yet these are the token of my daughter's virginity, and they shall spread the cloth before the elders in the city. And the elders of the city shall take that man and chastise him. Now, in this instance, it's not like the modern world that we have today, whereby some women can't even remember the actual man that actually broke their virginity, based on the fact that they started this deceitful, lustful lifestyle from their very tender age. But this case is talking about a man that has a maid, that you are the one that even took that woman, you are the one that is virgin the woman. So because you now saw another side chick out there, then you now hate that woman. You now try to plot up lies against her, saying that she was not a virgin. Gone are those days. If you are getting married, you always have your mother and a particular teacher for the lady always around. So that when the man goes in to that woman, he will be coming back out, since he's the first person that will get her laid. Definitely, he will be the one to break a virginity. And a token of virginity will be either on the bedspread, because definitely the blood can be floating on the hair. The blood stain that she will first shed while it is being broken will spill on something. It is that thing that is spilled upon actually that will be a proof that truly she was a maiden. She was a virgin when you had her. But today we're in a world whereby you even see an 8-year-old child already thinking about having a boyfriend. You'll be seeing a 10-year-old child already doing what the adults are doing. You keep seeing a 12, 13, 14-year-old girl because she has raffle growth. She believes that she's not a woman. Now she keeping boyfriends, doing some illegal things. May Yahweh save our generation. Let's proceed. Verse 19. And they shall amass him in 100 shekels of silver and give them unto the father of the damsel, because he has brought up an evil name upon a virgin of Yasharel. You see that? And she shall be his woman. He may not put her away all his days. But if this thing be true, that means, and the token of virginity be not found for the virgin, which means if the man truly actually is innocent as charged, which means as he claimed that she's not a virgin, and truly not even the girl's mother or anybody can bring a proof that truly here is a token of virginity. What happens to the man here? It says, then they shall bring out the damsel to the door of her father's house, and the men of her city shall stone her with stones that she die, because she has wrought folly in the Asherah, to play the whore in her father's house. So shall you put evil away from among you. You see that? To tell you that that's the way, that's the level at which Yahweh give reference to virginity. If you mess up, they'll get that person stoned. That particular woman will be stoned. But today we're in a world whereby women even jump around from this man to another man, from this man to another man, from that man to this one jumping everywhere. May Yah save our nation. Now, verse 22. And if a man be found lying with a woman married to a man, that means now you are a married man and you are getting yourself laid with a married woman, and you know that she's married, then they shall both, then they shall both of them die. Both the man that laid with the woman and the woman. So shall you put away evil from Yasharel. If a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto a man, and a man find her in the city and lie with her, then ye shall bring them both out of the gate of the city, and ye shall stone them with stone that they die. Damsel, because she cried not, being in the city, and the man, because he has humbled his neighbor's woman, so you shall put away evil from among you. See that? This goes into that person that's trying to be a sharpshooter. You now take somebody's wife because she's not betrothed yet. You now take her to somewhere in the city. If you are being caught, it is there too. Verse 25. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her, see that, and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die. This goes into the aspect of rape. But unto the damsel you shall do nothing, because there is in the damsel no sin worthy of death. For as when a man rises against his neighbor and slay him, even so is this matter. For he found her in the field, and the betrothed damsel cried, and there was none to save her. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and he lay hold on her and lie with her, and they be found, then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his woman, because he has humbled her. He may not put her away all his days. A man shall not take his father's woman, nor discover his father's skirt. Chapter 23. He that is wounded in the stones and as privy members cut off, shall not enter into the assembly of Yahuwah. A bastard, verse 2, a bastard shall not enter into the assembly of Yahuwah, even to his 10th generation shall he not enter into the assembly of Yahuwah. Now remember, people keep saying, who is actually, bastard is actually doesn't know his father and his mother. Listen, a bastard actually simply means a child that is not a full breed. For example, when you start having something that has the word ish in it, it has become a bastard. What do I mean? Actually, that child is his father is a this, his mother is a that. His side is a this ish. That child is a bastard. Let me give you an example of some Hebrew bastards that we have. Remember that Sarah was the one that told Abraham to take Hagar, the Egyptian Mishraim, who is a handmaid. Maybe they can get a child out of her. Truly, she had a son. They call his name Ishmael. But when Yah said, I will bless Ishmael. In short, we have 7 princes. But my covenant is with Yitzhak, your son, whom your wife shall give unto you by this time in the next year. Automatically, Ishmael was an Hebrew bastard. Why? Because he was not a pure breed. His mother was not of the descendant of the Hebrews. Even going back, remember that after the death of Abraham, the death of Sarah, Abraham took another woman, Keturah, who had 5 sons for him. Still yet, when the time comes, he gave them gifts and sent them away. They are also Hebrew bastards. Now start coming down to the level of mixing up with other nations. Now, I remember that Yitzhak told Yaakov, his son, to go to his mother's kindred to go and get a wife. And Esau, he dropped and heard it. Instead of him to go and pick a Hebrew wife, he went ahead to go and pick a wife from the children of Ishmael. See how that bastard lifestyle is spreading. So those of you who think bastard simply means a child that doesn't know his father, no. Bastard simply means a mixed child. A child is meant to be a full breed, a full blood breed. When the child actually starts becoming a mixed breed, the father is Edomite, the mother is dark skinned, the child is a bastard. Actually, the father actually is a Hebrew. The father is a Hebrew. The mother is actually an Edomite. No, the mother is a Moabite. No, the mother is actually a Fulani. The child is a bastard. If you can't get a Hebrew and Hebrew to get together, then that child actually is a bastard. And the Bible said that the bastards, I repeat, the bastards shall not enter into the assembly of Yahuwah, even to his 10th generation, which means that particular child, that particular bastard, before he can be able to say that you want to enter into the congregation or the assembly of Yahuwah, that means you, that bastard, must have gotten married from your own generation, get married to a pure breed. And it's until your first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th generation before that particular generation can enter into the assembly. Because those generations actually have started washing down the blood of the bastards in you. Next person. Verse 3. And Ammoni and Moavi shall not enter into the assembly of Yahuwah, even to their 10th generation shall they not enter into the assembly of Yahuwah forever. You see that? In case you all don't know, this Ammoni and the Moabim is Ammon and Moab. the sons in which the daughters of Lot had for Lot their father, when they got their father drunk and lay with him. And today, that nation we are talking about today, they are still out there, but they give themselves a different name. That Moavi, and that Ammoni, they are the so-called Asians that we have today. The Chinese, the Japanese, the what are they calling themselves again? Sef? Chinese, Japanese, Korean, and blah blah blah. Those ones with the ant's face. I'm sure you know what I mean by that. Whenever you see those Asians, look at their face so well, compare their face to an ant. You see how they have ant face. These are, the Bible says that this Ammoni and the Moabim shall not enter, which means if they like, I repeat, if they like, let them be a dark-skinned Chinese, a dark-skinned Moabite. That is even themselves. They are not going into that gate. They are not going in. Let's go on. Verse 4. Because they have met you with your bread and with water in the way, when ye come forth out of Mizraim, and because they hired against you Balaam the son of Beor of Bethel of Aram Naharahim to curse you. Nevertheless, Yahweh Elohim would not hearken unto Balaam, but Yahweh Elohim turned the curse into a blessing unto you, because Yahweh Elohim loved you. You shall not seek their peace nor their prosperity all your days forever. You shall not harbor an Adoni, for he is your brother. Don't forget, the word harbor means hate. For he is your brother. You shall not harbor a Misri, that you shall not harbor an Egyptian, because you were a stranger in his land. As I tell people, though we can have the other nations, but don't hate them. See them as if it's God that actually created them, but at the same time, see them as they are not going to go through that gate as a freeborn. But I got nothing against you. Let's go on. The children that are begotten of them shall enter into the assembly of Yahuwah in their third generation. When the host goes forth against your army, then guard you from every wicked thing. If there be among you any man that is not clean by reason of uncleanness, that chances him by night, then shall he go abroad out of the camp. He shall not come within the camp. But it shall be, when evening comes, he shall wash himself with water, and when the sun is down, he shall come into the camp again. You shall have a place also without the camp, whither you shall go forth abroad. And you shall have a paddle upon your weapon. And it shall be, whether you will seize yourself abroad, whether you eat yourself abroad, you shall dig therewith, and shall turn back and cover that which comes from you. For Yahuwah Elohim walks in the midst of your camp to deliver you and give you your enemies before you. Therefore shall your camp be holy, that he may see no unclean thing in you, and turn away from you. You shall not deliver unto his Adonai the servant which escaped from his Adonai unto you. He shall dwell with you, even among you, and in the place which he has chosen in one of your gates, where it likes him best. You shall not oppress him. There shall be no hall of the daughter of Yasharel, nor a sodomy of the son of Yasharel. You shall not bring the hire of a whore or the price of a dog into the house of Yahuwah for any vow. For even both these are abomination unto Yahweh. Do you see that? He said, don't bring the hire of a whore. So that means for those our modern days ladies who are doing hookup, you go out there, you sleep with random men, they get you paid. You now say that I have to get a church to go and pay my tithe. Let me go and pay my tithe and my offering. From which money? From the money of the whoredom that you committed. I think you accepted it. May Yahweh have mercy. Verse 19. You shall not lend upon usury to your brother, usury of money, usury of visuals, usury of anything that is lent upon you. Unto a stranger you may lend upon usury, but upon your brothers you shall not lend upon usury, that Yahweh Elohim may bless you in all that you do. May bless you in all that you set your hands to in the land whither you go to possess it. When you shall vow a vow unto Yahweh Elohim, you shall not slack to pay it, for Yahweh Elohim will surely require it of you, and it would be a sin in you. But if you shall forbear to vow, it shall be no sin in you. That which is gone out of your lips, you shall guard and perform, even a freewill offering, according as you have vowed unto Yahuwah, which you have promised with your mouth. When you come into your neighbor's vineyard, you may eat grape, your fill at your own pleasure, but you shall not put any in your vessel. Now you read the verse earlier, it talks about usury. This goes into when you are trying to borrow your brother or your neighbor something. Maybe like you borrow your neighbor some money and you're expecting to get it back with interest. Just said it. If it is your own brother, don't try it. If it's with the other nations, you are good to go. Now let's go on. Verse 25. When you come into the standing grain of your labors, then you may pluck the ear with your hand, but you shall not move a sickle unto your mother's standing grain. Chapter 24. When a man has taken a woman and married her, and it come to pass that she find no favor in his eyes, because he has found some uncleanness in her, then let him write her a cipher of divorcement, and give it in her hand, and send her out of his house. Wow. This goes into the aspect of when you get married to the wrong person. Verse 2. And when she is departed out of his house, she may go and be another man's woman. And if the latter man hates her, and Yahuwah, and write her a cipher of divorcement, and give it to her in her hand, and sends her out of his house, or if the latter man die, which took her to be his woman, her former father, which sent her away, may not take her again to be his woman after that she is defiled. For that is abomination before Yahuwah, correct? And you shall not cause the land to sin, which Yahweh Elohim give you inheritance. When a man has taken a new woman, he shall not go to war, neither shall he be charged with any business, but he shall be free at home 1 year, and shall cheer up his woman which he has taken. This goes into what we call modern day honeymoon. Modern day honeymoon. When that time comes, you are meant to go with your wife. For 1 year, we don't see you outside on the pitch. That's true. Not that you say that any let me just go and do. No, no, no. Once you have gotten yourself married, once you have that woman, you need to give that woman all the attention that she needs. Yeah, what I'm saying understand. That's why I gave us this particular statute. Let us press on. No man shall take the nether or the upper milestone of the press, for it takes a man's life to pledge. If a man be found stealing any of his brethren of the field of Yasharel, of the children of Yasharel, and make merchandise of him and sell him, then that thief shall die, and ye shall put evil away from among you. Take heed in the plague of leprosy, that you guard diligently and do according to all that the priest, the Levite, shall teach you, as I commanded you. So ye shall guard to do. Remember what Yahweh Elohim did unto Miriam, by the way, after that ye were come forth out of Mizraim. When you lend your brother anything, you shall not go into his house to fetch his things. You shall stand abroad, and the man to whom you lend shall bring out the pledge abroad unto you. And if the man be poor, you shall not sleep with his pledge. In any case, you shall deliver him the pledge again when the sun goes down, when the suns go down, that he may sleep in his own raiment and bless you. And it shall be righteousness unto you before Yahweh. You shall not oppress a hired servant that is poor and needy, neither be of your brethren or of your strangers that is in your land within your gates. At this day you shall give him his hire, neither shall the sun go down upon it, for it is poor, and sets his heart upon it, lest he cry against you unto El Yahweh, and it be sin unto you. The father shall not put to death for the children, shall not be put to death, for the children, neither shall the children be put to death for the father. Every man shall be put to death in his woman's stead. Shall put to death. Every man that shall be put to death for his own sin. You shall not pervert the judgment of the strangers, nor the advice of the fatherless, nor take the widow's raiment to pledge. Verse 18. But you shall remember that you were a bondman in Mizraim, and Yahweh Elohim redeemed you thence. Therefore I command you to do this thing. When you cut down my harvest, when you cut down your harvest in the field, and have forgot a sheaf in the field, you shall not go again to find it. It shall be for the stranger, for the fatherless, and for the widow, that Yahweh Elohim may bless them, may bless you in all the works of your hand. Verse 20. When you beat your olive tree, you shall not go over the boughs again. It shall be for the strangers, for the fatherless, and for the widow. When you gather the grapes of your vineyard, you shall not glean it afterwards. It shall be for you. It shall be for the stranger, and for the fatherless, and for the widows, and ye shall remember that Yahweh Elohim, and you shall remember that you were a bondman in the land of Mizraim before I command you to do these things. Wow. Now we are in chapter 25. If there be a controversy between men, and they come unto judgment, that the judge may judge them, then they shall justify the righteous and condemn the wicked. And it shall be, if the wicked man be worthy to be beaten, that the judge shall cause him to lie down and to be beaten before his face. according to his fault, by a certain number. 40 stripes he may give him, and not exceed, lest if he should exceed and beat him above this with many stripes, then your brother shall seem vile unto you. You shall not muzzle the ox when he tread out the grain. If brethren dwell together, and one of them die, and had no child, the woman of the dead shall not marry without unto a stranger. A man's brother shall go in unto her, and take her to him to be his woman, and perform the duties of a man's brother unto her. And it shall be that the firstborn which she bears shall succeed in the name of his brother which is dead, that his name be not put out of Yasharel. And if the man like not to take his brother's woman, then let the brother's woman go up to the gate unto the elders and say, my man's brother refused to raise up unto his brother a name in Yasharel. He will not perform the duties of my man's brother. Then the elders of the city shall call him and speak unto him. And if he stand to it and say, I like not to take her, then shall the brother's woman come unto him in the presence of the elders and loose his shoes from off his feet and spit in his face, and shall answer and say, so shall it be done unto that man that will not build his brother's house. And his name shall be called in Yasharel, the house of him that has his shoe loosed. When men strive together one with another, and the woman of the one draw near for to deliver a man out of the hand of him that smites him, and put forth her hand, and it takes him by the secrets. I'm sure majority of you be asking, what actually is it? Does it call about the secrets? Now, this part is talking about if that woman actually said to separate a man and another person who is fighting. If her hand should by mistake touch the man's private parts, that's the secrets it's talking about here. If a hand by mistake just hits the other man's private part, it says, then you shall cut off her hand. Your eyes shall not pity her. Sorry. Just imagine. But today we have women that are on the street that will just hear that and don't get to be like, wow, this and that. Blah, blah, blah. The demon in them. You know what I mean by the demon in them? They'll be like, that guy has a grace. All they just is just keep touching and touching. Then I ask myself the question, if it was to be in those days, that means the majority of women actually will be walking out on the street without hand. Verse 13, you shall not have in your bag diverse with a great and a small. You shall not have in your house diverse measures, a great and a small. But ye shall have a perfect and just weight. A perfect and just measure shall you have, that your days may be long in the land of Yahweh Elohika. Give you for all that do such things, and all that do unrighteously are an abomination unto Yahweh. Remember what Amalek did unto you by the way, when ye were come forth out of Mizraim, how he met you by the way, and smote the hindmost of you, even all that were feeble behind you, when you were faint and weary, and he feared not Elohim. Therefore it shall be, when Yahweh Elohika has taken all your enemies round about in the land which Yahweh Elohika gives you for an inheritance to possess it, that you shall blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under the sun, neither shall not, under the heaven, you shall not forget it.
sponsorship, advert placement, please call or WhatsApp this number +234 811 731 0928.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. So let us proceed to the ending part of the class today. Wait, I promised that we'll end in chapter 26, but I think we're going to add one more to it. We'll be ending in chapter 27. And it shall be when you are come in unto the land which Yahweh Elohim give you for an inheritance and possess it, and dwell therein, then you shall take of the first of all the fruit of the earth, which you shall bring of your land that Yahweh Elohim give you, and shall put it in a basket, and shall go unto the place which Yahweh shall choose to place his name there, and you shall go unto the priest that shall be there in those days, and shall say unto him, I profess this day unto Yahweh Elohim, that I am come unto the country which Yahweh swore unto our father for to give us. And the priest shall take the basket out of your hand and set it down before the altar of Yahweh Elohim. And you shall speak and say before Yahweh Elohim, an Aramean ready to perish was my father, and he went down into Mizraim, and sojourned there with a few, and became there a nation great, mighty, and populous. And the Mizraim evil entreat us, and afflicted us, and laid upon us hard bondage. And when we cried unto El Yahuwah Elohai of our fathers, Yahuwah heard our voice, and looked on our affliction and our labor and our oppressions. And Yahuwah brought us forth out of Mizraim with a mighty hand, and with an outstretched arm, and with great terribleness, and with signs and with wonders. And he has brought us into this place, and has given us this land, even a land that flows with milk and honey. And now behold, I have brought the first fruits of the land which you, O Yahuwah, have given me, and you shall set it before Yahweh Elohim, and worship before Yahweh Elohim, and you shall rejoice in every good thing which Yahweh Elohim has given unto you, and unto your house, you and the Levite, and the strangers that is among you, when you have made an end of tithing all the tithes, and all the tithes of your increase, the third year, which is the year of tithing, and have it unto the Levite, the stranger, the fatherless, and the widow, that may eat within the gate and be filled. Then you shall say before Yahweh Elohim, I have brought away the hallowed things out of my house, and also have given them unto the Levite, and unto the stranger, to the fatherless, and to the widow, according to all your commandments which you have commanded me. I have not transgressed your commandment, neither have I forgotten them. 14. I have not eaten thereof in my mourning, neither have I taken away aught thereof for any unclean use, nor give aught therefore for the dead, but I have hearkened to the voice of Yahweh Elohim, and have done accordingly to all that he has commanded me. Look down from your holy habitation from heaven, and bless your people Yasharel, and the land which you have given us, as you swore unto our fathers, a land that flows with milk and honey. In this day, Yahweh Elohim has commanded you to do this commandment and this judgment. You shall therefore guard and do them with all your heart and with all your soul. You have avouched Yahuwah this day to be your Elohim, and to walk in his ways, and to guard his statutes and his commandments and his judgments, and to hearken unto his voice. And Yahuwah was avouched, you this day to be his peculiar person, peculiar people, as he has promised you, and that you should guard all his commandments, and to keep you high above all nations which he has made, in praise and in name and in honor, and that you may be holy to all people unto Yahuwah Elohim, as he has spoken. Now we're in chapter 27, the last chapter for today. And Moshe, with the elders of Yasharel, commanded the people, saying, guard all the commandments which I command you this day, and it shall be on the day when ye shall pass over the Jordan unto the land which Yahweh Elohim gives you, that ye shall set up great stones, and plaster them with plaster, and you shall write upon them all the word of this Torah, which, when you are passed over, that you may go in unto the land which Yahweh Elohim gives you, a land that flows with milk and honey, as Yahweh Elohim of your father has promised to you. Verse 4. Therefore, it shall be when ye were gone for over the Jordan, and ye shall set up these stones, which I command you this day, in Mount Elval, and ye shall plaster them with plaster, and there shall you build an altar unto Yahweh Elohim, an altar of stone. Ye shall not lift up any iron tool upon them. You shall build the altar of Yahweh Elohim, and the whole stones of whole stones, and you shall offer as any smoke offering thereon unto Yahweh Elohim. You shall offer peace offering, and shall eat there, and rejoice before Yahweh Elohim. And you shall write upon the stones all the words of this Torah very plainly. And Moshe and the priest, the Devariym, spoke unto all Yasharel, saying, take heed and hearken, O my people. O Yasharel, this day you are become my people, becoming the people of Yahweh Elohim. You shall therefore obey the voice of Yahweh Elohim, and do his commandments and the statutes which I command you this day. And Moshe charged the people the same day, saying, this shall stand upon Mount Gerizim to bless the people. And when ye come over to the Jordan, Shimon and Levi and Yehuda and Yishakar and Joseph and Benjamin, and this shall stand upon Mount Aval to curse, Reuben to curse, Gad and Asher and Zebulun and Dan and Naphtali. And the Devariym shall speak and say unto all the men of Yasharel with a loud voice, cursed be the man that makes any graven or molten image, an abomination unto Yahuwah, the work of the hand of the craftsman, and put it in a secret place. And all the people shall answer and say, Amen. Cursed be he that sets light by his father, that sets light by his father or his mother. And all the people shall say, Amen. Cursed be he that removes his neighbor's landmark. And all the people shall say, Amen. Cursed be he that makes the blind to wander out of the way. And people shall say, Amen. Cursed be he that perverts the judgment of the stranger, fatherless, and widow. And all the people shall say, Amen. Cursed be he that lies with his father's woman, because he uncovered his father's skirt. And all the people shall say, Amen. 21. Cursed be he that lies with any manner of beast. And all the people shall say, Amen. Cursed be he that lies with his sister, the daughter of his father, or the daughter of his mother, and all the people shall say, Amen. Cursed be he that lies with his mother-in-law, and all the people shall say, Amen. Cursed be he that smites his neighbor secretly, and all the people shall say, Amen. Cursed be he that confirms not the words of this Torah to do them, and all the people shall say, Amen. Wow. All praise to the Most High for that. We're able to cover up what I was ever expected. Right from chapter 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. We have 6 chapters today. Obviously, the Most High for that. And I believe that He has will. We will see John again tomorrow. Because from here we stop. And I remain your humble brother and your host, DJN Yasharala. And with this, I say shalom and bye for now.